So I just chose to put up this video just because, well, part of me is bored and part of me just wants to talk about a few things. The first and foremost thing I'm going to talk about, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm being mean to any player in Onigiri ps4 or nothing. So if you get any of you guys who basically had these weapons watch my video, really stop and think about it, please. I was just talking to a player called Cluster. I've been told by so many players where they're like, oh, arcs are beatable, beat out Dragon Arc, beat out the guards because they give you the crit percent bullshit, crap hole, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, and I believe the wiki more than I believe this game, more than I believe players, and the wiki even says on it that no matter what, the weapons cannot exceed damage cap. I've even watched a few Onigiri streams to where he's used this nice guy in like the daily dungeons, which, like for example, the daily dungeon wait to Darky, I watched him use his nice guy in one of the videos when he was doing that run-in daily once. His freaking damage that he basically said in that video, and you could even see the damage cap yourself, is the same damage cap that everyone hits everywhere. He's flipping Night Dragon Arc slash Night Sky slash whatever the hell bullshit you want to call them, called the Dragon Arcs. I'm sorry, but anymore I look at a lot of players and it's like, really guys, you're just trying to make up excuse just so like how can I say this? I look at a lot of these players and it's more like more comes down to like, hey, you put all your work into, you wasted all these ardent swords, now you're trying to make it seem like it's plausible. Like, okay, this Dragon Arc is really so good that you need to make one. No, you don't. Like, one of my friends helped me make like one of the nice guys. And let's look at my attacks right now. The nice guy, I believe, the Dragon Arc that I have on Hell right now is right there. It's already it's a level 115 weapon, and this 104 weapon is stronger than it at start, even with less grade. It's an 88 grade versus a 99 grade, and the Dragon Arc is starting off at 5,234. This freaking, basically not even a severance, but a weapon that can turn into a severance is 5,736. It beats out the Night Sky like the Night Sky is garbage. Man, not the Night Sky, but technically the Night Sky, I believe, starts off roughly around the same. Come on, this is almost 100 grade freaking weapon by itself already, and yet it's that far behind a 104 weapon. It's about, technically what, almost 400 behind a 104 weapon. Like, even this is stronger, and it's a 112. We're talking about a 112 versus a 115. And that 112 is almost 1,000 on it. This freaking 7-star that I wasted my time in getting up to plus 100 is freaking better than it. It's like, come on. How is this weapon supposed to be that much better? I don't care if it does give you 60 wind and 60 mountain. I don't see where it's better than a flipping any other weapon in the game. If anyone wants to try to tell me how it's stronger, why is a freaking plus 180 weapon basically beating it out like it's a flipping joke? And this only got bullshit numbers where we got weapons that are way above that gets ridiculous freaking points added to them. Like, look at this. This weapon gets over 1,000 added to it. My freaking 7-star down here is only getting 3,000 added to it, and yet that little 3,000 makes it stronger than a freaking starting Dragon Arc. And I even looked at the flipping Dragon Arcs at their maximum form. The maximum form of a Dragon Arc, according to the webpage that I get on, it says they're going to max out between my Ichimaru and Sarai and my Storm here. So they're going to be about, I think it said 15k if you take one up to 100. That ain't good. I'd rather, honestly, in the long run, I'd rather just turn around and toss the weapon just because of it's too weak. Yeah, I'm carrying right now um, Blade of Oath. That's a plus 60, but I'm planning on turning this into a Vow, and it's already started off stronger. If this darn thing ain't even maxed out and only has 2 more thousand. This thing's only a 60 at the moment, and it only has 2,000 more to go before it reaches what the Night Sky would finish off as. I've heard so many players say back and go, oh, the Night Sky, all these weapons are stronger because that crit the bonus damage of 2% of your Dark Helmet can do more than crit the flipping damage cap. Sorry guys, it can't. I've tested it multiple times. I've tested it right now. I can easily test it with this. What do you know? It's right there as well. A bonus of 2 damage is dealt depending on the value of lightning element during a critical hit at a rate of 15%. Damage cap cannot be exceeded. So damage cap at 9,999 or whatever the hell it is cannot be exceeded with any weapon in this game. And this ain't even the freaking sin. This is just the flipping L itself. This weapon is way better than the freaking Night Sky will ever turn to be. And yet, like, I'm not trying to poke fun of anyone with the newer weapons like the Eldritch Beast, Falling Star, whatever the final form of those weapons are. Sorry to say it this way, but Cyberstat, come on. Make these weapons at least worthy of you wasting your time with getting them. Like, this is kind of sad when this weapon is 118 and it's only, well, technically I don't mind it since it really does fall into technically the correct category. It's a level 118 and it came to be 3,000 stronger than my Nova. Not bad, but not good. My Nova turned out to be a 19k. This turned out to be a 21k. It's like, not good, as far as I'm concerned. Any weapon I can look at in this game, I'm sorry Cyberstat, but come on, add these weapons up. I don't care if you add the 10% or not to the weapon. It's not. Flipping Dragon Arcs in a remotely come around to be 15, maybe 16k if you're lucky. Flipping Metastathlete's weapon around 60. Blade of Oath, not even the Vow form can beat it. It's like, really? So you're not even giving me a reason to even make the Night Sky now. Once you can get your hands on the Blade of Oath Vow, then you basically got yourself a better weapon than the Night Sky. Now, to me, even the way that I tried to add this up, for example, Night Sky, Dragon Arcs, I guess I could even count the Guards into the same category because Guards give you 60 one element and 40 other element. The Arcs give you 60 and 60, and the Night Sky gives you technically 70 dark. To me, all 3 of them.
Do you have anything in here to be through with?
Nope. Hey, to me, when it comes down to it, you got these 3 separate weapon types. Even this weapon actually fell into those weapon types because all it's supposed to be giving me right now is 30 holy and 30 lightning, plus some sort of divinity, like basically the night. So it basically takes what the arcs do, and it basically combines the one good thing about a dragon arc with all the good things about the guards. But technically, how can I put this? First and foremost, if you guys ever watch this video, think about how you're gonna make the weapon. Like, okay, let's say you guys want a sword user to go for it. Make a slice in there. Don't freaking give us 2 separate. If you didn't give us 2 elements, then put slice in there somewhere. Just make it to where it's plus slice and negative pierce or something. Or plus slice and negative impact. But then again, our lightning slash requires us to have impact, so I'd rather not have you, especially if you make a lightning weapon, I'd rather not have negative impact, but still. You're going to make freaking these weapons meant for a sword, meant for a spear, meant for every weapon besides for just a wand, and add the elemental point for that weapon. Like spears by now are what? Basically impact. If I'm not mistaken, more or less either impact or pierce. Bows are I would have to. If I were to really choose, I'd say bows should be pierce. Spears are more or less impact. Axe, odachi, and sword are all slice. Twins are of course slice. So come on, start making weapons more based on. If you're going to make weapons in this game, make it to where they're more understandable. Like, I don't know, this would make more sense to me with the Dragon Arcs, or even the Gargs. If it's a Garg for a freaking wand user, then heck, it gives you, let's say you're going for the Nova, it gives you 60 freaking fire, it gives you 40 wind, and it gives you, I don't know, 15 dark or something, or 15 holy. So they're getting 3 elements there, where since I'm a sword and I got the Nova, I get the 60 fires, 40 wind, and then I get 15 slice. So I get the same thing they get, I just don't get the extra 1%. I don't get the extra 15% element, I get 15% slice. That's honestly, in my opinion, the only bad thing about how they're making these weapons. It's like, they're not worth having. Like, even when I tried to add it up multiple times, it's like, who's... In this game, the only one that can benefit from making a nice guy is literally just a wand user. I can't benefit from it, really. It doesn't give me slice. I'd rather go over here and get Ivy's freaking chain, because at least that gives me slice and dark. Or I'd rather make Metasophes for slice and dark. I don't want to make a freaking useless weapon if it's not going to get me nowheres. Like, even this, for example, it ain't giving me slice helmet. I'm getting slice helmet from my mags. My slice should be way better than that. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe 2 of my accessories both give me some slice as well. Yes, I was you probably don't want to make the game too easy, because by giving us that extra element there, which would make a sword user more reluctant to go for that weapon, or any other weapon type would be wiser to go for that weapon then, because you added pierce for spears or something for this nice guy spear. Then you'd have more people. Then honestly, yeah, you might have run into a problem to where the game would be a little bit easier, but to be honest, in my own opinion, first and foremost, there's a big problem with this game, and the problem is the mounts and vanguards. Remove the aspect of us basically wanting to use the mounts or vanguard. Like, I'm not saying make the dungeons weaker, no. I'm saying add more stuff to the weapon so we're more reluctant to go for a weapon versus a mount. Like, even with my opinion, like, I've said something to him one time about, hey, let's basically do the same thing we can do with our mags, so let's make it to where we can alternate like our weapons as well. Like, you can add slice, you can add dark, you can add whatever you want. You can even add freaking extra 1,000 damage to your weapons if you really wanted to farm for that one constantly. Like, add special gems that could be added to our weapons. To me, at least you're going somewhere. At least we're going to be more reluctant to basically evade using our vanguards more. That's the true main problem that I run into with this game. It's the main thing that kind of makes me want to quit playing this game more and more, because it's all about, hey, if you put more money into this game, you have an easier chance of getting past everything. It's like last night I was talking to one dude, and he was basically sitting back saying, hey, he was one of the first. He played about as long as I have. He played for about... He quit the game a little while ago, but he did say that he started playing the game around 2 years ago. Same time I basically started playing. He decided to take a break, and I guess he took a break, I think, right before Maya came out. So he's basically sitting back trying to get past a lot of stuff, and like he's even stated himself, pretty much without a vanguard or a mount, you have no real reason to play this game. If you're not planning on putting money into this game, I'm sorry, but I'd have to say say a good portion of this game now requires you to have some type of overpowered piece of shit. I get Cyberstat wants to make some money, but come on, you can make money different ways real quick. Okay, keeping with my idea. Okay, we can add one free orb to our weapons, or one free gem, or one free whatever. Like whatever you want to call it, you can add one free thing to your weapons. Okay, when you want to try doing the second one, you actually have to pay them OC, or you have to pay them real money to basically be able to add a second slot. More slots you want to add, you actually had to pay them to a max of 5, so it would actually make a weapon more worthy, more useful, more helpful to a player. Like even with for example, the Abyss Sword. I'm actually bummed out that I heard that that I read up on it, and even asked Cyberstep about it, and they sent me a pic of it, and they're like, "Oh, we are sorry," and it basically showed right on the weapon that it's not even a dark weapon. I was bummed out about that. I was looking forward to making the darn Abyss, just so, because I had the Nova, Rhyme, and Storm, so I was looking forward to making the Abyss. But then it don't even have dark. It's like, really? So you just called it Abyss just for comedy's sake? It's like, really, Cyberstep? Freaking Abyss Garg is weak to Holy. What? I don't see why he would not be freaking having Dark Element, considering Holy and Dark are the opposite of each other. But instead, you guys gave him Fire, Lightning, and freaking Ice. And he's weak to flipping, and he's crappy against the freaking opposite. He's weak to Mountain, Rain, and Wind. It's like, really? So, even though the dude uses dark, even though the weapon gives you a dark, even though the weapon gives you a dark, the weapon gives you all this freaking stuff that's basically more adept to dark, and he uses mostly dark element, but yet you made the weapon you basically made the weapon opposite of him. This was my opinion. They could add in the option to where you could farm like a special item, where you could throw dark element on there. You can make that darn thing as strong as a freaking Night Sky if you wanted. Well, with the element anyways. Sorry, stronger than the Night Sky, but still. Like even this little dumb thing, the 2% whatever bullshit. Go out your way and farm a special item where you can actually add that to any weapon. So you can make a Garg as good as a freaking Dragon Arc if you wanted. Like I said, at least in that regards, you'd have the option to actually make it to where a Vanguard is not needed. A freaking mount is not needed. You could actually add that point to where you have special orbs that would allow us to add different stuff to these weapons, which make a Vanguard / mount a little bit more unneeded, which would mean more players would be you'd have more players, in my opinion, willing to play, willing to probably put more money into the game, and you'd have more stuff going on. But it's like, heck, I still jump on my JP account every so often, and it bums me out that you can't even go to this darn cat. And on JP, they have it to where you can buy all the Vanguards just by using this. Instead of taking the random chance of, oh, you just rode that and you got freaking who knows Vanguard. Instead, you could actually use one of these freaking legendary gacha tickets, and choose the Vanguard you actually want. To me, it's sad enough that in PlayStation don't want to fix crap. They'd rather make you a freaking farm on an arm and a leg just trying to get one freaking use. One thing, just for one thing, just to move forward. It wouldn't be bad. To me, a lot of this stuff in this game wouldn't be too bad if, like, for example, my friend said he's right now farming the, what's it called? I always forget what the freaking Twin Sword War Bazooka mag is. Alright, he's farming for the Hunter right now. It wouldn't be bad if, for example, I went and farmed there, he got Ronins, which I can't seem to get lucky to get anymore. Then I turn around and I'm getting his hunter, and me and him could trade each other the freaking mags. I pretty much stopped wasting my time if we can go to our war or zombie crossing to even try getting my freaking 105s. To be able to make another 105, even though my 105's turning out to be shit on top of it, which is stupid because our drop rate for a mag is, or I've been told at least, and I can see it being true because I don't see it ever popping up. On PC and Xbox, even on JP freaking PlayStation, they can run Kitchen up there. You can run that about 5 times on JP. You'll get a mag. You run that 1,000 times on freaking the American on Hell, you're not gonna see a mag. Run that shit all day long. You're never seeing the mag. Run Hell all day long under a boost. You're not. If you see a mag, I'd be surprised. Run it on hard, you're seeing the mag. Our mags on Hell, for some weird reason, got screwed up to where we only have 5% chance of getting them. And yet, I know a lot of people probably sit back and say, hey, why don't you run Origami Magna or something like that? I ran this dungeon when we first got it. I got nothing but mag. I got nothing but spears. Like, really, is this just spear mags? Looked it up. You can't get no sword. You can't get no spear. I heard you can't get no swords from this. I don't think you can get... Like, I've never actually questioned anyone fully on it all the way. But I was told that pretty much there's no sword mags that drop from this dungeon. Even Nightshade here. Even Nightshade were right here. I've been told by so many players that I can't even get freaking mags from there. It's like, really? You get a lot of people want to sit back and say, hey, swords have it unfair because you can go to the moon and the moon has at least good chances of dropping mags. Yeah, they might have a good chance of dropping mags, but if you can't get a freaking Ronin, then what's the freaking point? All these freaking dungeons have been added into this game now. I would say this game has what? And like heck, I'll quote a flipping player called Setsuna that I talked to not too many days ago. This game has turned into a spear game. You basically had to be a spear user to be able to beat the game now. It's like, really? It's like, really? I can see that completely down to the letter because you can see this game constantly changing. Now we're basically, like, before everyone was back in the Ichigo days, and I know probably right now, if my friend Rose watches this video, he's probably been mad because how he talks, he's one of the beta testers on this game for PlayStation when it first came out. So, on that note, sorry Rose, but whole first part of the game after the beta test, sword users easily could run through everything, but yeah, it wasn't even a sword user had to do shit. All they had to do was just go, hey, let's run Thunder Beast, hurt. Hey, you know, this guy's weak to fight. Who cares? I'm running Thunder Beast. Elements back then didn't matter. Yeah, they did, stooge. I've been told by so many freaking players in this game that said they play as back then as long as I have. When we were stuck in Ichigo, and they were like, oh, elements don't matter. Oh, is that true? Why was I killing Elder with freaking lightning faster than you're killing him with freaking fire, you fool? But elements didn't matter back then. Sure, guys, sure. That's why everyone went with the 7-star versus me going with the... wrong word. That's why everyone back then went with the freaking lightsaber, because it gave you, 25 physical attack speed up. Yay. Hey, what happened to all of them? They tossed that freaking lightsaber as soon as they ran into Satan. Because that didn't do crap to Satan. And yeah, I used a 7-star to kill Satan. First time I fought him, I used my 7-star. I didn't even know it was even weak to hold into a smack him once with my 7-star. It's like, sweet! I actually wasted my time going for the right weapon, even though I never even checked up a single update back then. I didn't even think I'd even be playing this game for this actually that long. And yet, I got told by so many players back in those days, you know elements didn't matter. Yeah, it did. If elements didn't matter, then why in the hell do all the monster cards have elements? Oh wow, they really didn't waste their time going back to these guys when we can one-shot these guys, letting us know, hey, he's weak to fire. Elements don't matter. Sure, guys. The game literally had elements in the game if you really stopped and thought about it. But you have everyone that wants to sit back and say helmets didn't matter back then. Sure. If helmets didn't matter, then heck, I'm the smartest man on the earth. Well, maybe not exactly the earth, but I'm the smartest man on this damn game. Which I know for a fact I'm not the smartest man, so boom. Right there tells you helmets did matter back in those days. They still matter. They matter even more now. To be completely honest with everyone, and I don't know if JP players have gotten to this, I don't know if PC players got to this, but honestly, if anyone plays PC and you watch this video, please, I don't know, message me or something. Let me know if on PC, let me know if every mob after a certain point is 100% resistant to crit hits. So that way we can't just crit the living daylights out of everything like every player believes you can in this game currently. To me that would make sense considering now they're giving us weapons with this. We're getting weapons that basically you deal extra damage on a crit, then it would make sense that next few updates coming would be so crit resistant to where crits ain't gonna do shit for damage. Or at least in my opinion that would actually make realistic sense, considering that later of the game would be more towards that point. I gotta say that would be just plain out funny, and that would be so many smacks in the face of so many players on PlayStation 4 that it ain't even funny. Because everyone wants to call, hey, you know, the golden stat is Dex. No it's not. No, it's not. Whenever I raise Dex for me, I see, okay, there's points for Dex. Like, I'm pretty sure I can. If I could raise Dex right now, you guys would see. And I can. Let's see. 91. What raised? Oh, apparently nothing raises unless I get 12 points, which raises 1 crit. Oh, that makes no sense. Let's check here. Now, let's close this. Let's open this. Now let's reopen this again. Wow, it don't even show a plus there that anything got raised. Wow, Dex is really the golden stat when nothing raises unless you get 12 points. Boo. Now let's go to this. Hey, wisdom. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't get nothing for wisdom right now. Usually I get SP for wisdom. Hey, wow, I think maybe my SP recovery moved up by a point right there. Maybe. Let's check. 61. Okay, now let's go back one. Nope. Nothing's moving right now currently, but I know per point you raise in wisdom, your SP moves up. The freaking SP recovery moves, as well as it moves when you raise your mind. And yeah, every 24 points is 1 crit. Oh, well. I'd rather have every 24 points raising 1 crit plus gives me SP, gives me more SP versus every 12 points and that's all you get. My physical attack speed is not being raised by freaking Dex at all, even though my Dex is a 90, it's being raised just by my power, which is kinda sad. So there's literally none of this stuff, nothing gets raised when you raise crit, unless I'm missing something. Like, I've even took a few of my alts and basically messed around and raised them all in power. My alts are technically almost tied with what she is right now, and yet they don't even have Dex. Like, yay, if I raise their Dex, yay, they'll get some crit. Well, there's 2 problems with that. Okay, one, let's say, for example, every 12 points, instead of Cyberstep saying, you know what, we're going to give you one crit per 12 points. That's stupid. If Dex is really the crit stat, then to me it seems like they would have turned around and fixed that or done something with that to where every 12 points in Dex you get 2 freaking crit versus 1 wisdom versus 24 wisdom for 1 crit. So it would make more flippant sense for you to raise Dex. Even for the flippant mounts, it's not even. It's like, these guys, I don't even see a reason to raise their crit. You got a whole 14 crit for Sendy flipping 2 points. He don't even get plus points here. And yet he got 14. Look at this one. He's already up to 36 and he already has 9. It's not worth you even raising Dex, really. Like, her, for example. If I were to raise her crit, I've seen her crit literally jump. She jumps like crazy. Like, I've been told by so many players, she's a waste of time, and yet I find her to actually, if Cyber Steph were to give her a little bit of a boost, and I understand why they didn't boost her up, because she'd be broken. Even the little fur boss, no one likes him, but yet if you raise one up and you just raise his dex non-stop, he's then a crit more than you're then a crit, which is sad. But it would make sense that he would crit more than us because he don't get the plus points. You can't change his weapons. You can't do crap with them. You can't force him to just hit his skill all day. Where Mount, you can basically jump on and force him to use one skill constantly. You can spam your one darn skill over and over. Where a pet slash yokai, or whatever you want to call them, you can't force them. To be completely honest, I didn't think it'd be kind of funny if Cyberstep actually turned around and was like, you know what, let's make the yokai stronger. Let's overpower the crazy crap out of the yokai just so the yokai are actually more, like, used by players. Like, heck, I even stated to Cyberstep multiple times. Since for us on the American forum, we would never get a guest because, how I can tell, we're never going to get Sakura from the anime, and we're never going to get the female Sherlock Holmes character. So, I've even stated, heck, why not give us the ability to set a code up or something that we can set in, or they just do it themselves, to where our alts will automatically become unlocked. Where you can basically bring out your alt, level up your alt with alt while you're on your main, and basically use your alt more or less as a semi-vanguard. Basically a yokai more or less as well. The only thing I can see them saying that that's a problem is because, to be honest, even with me trying to add this up in the exact way that I can add it up right now, I don't even see a problem there. Like, the only problem I can really come up with that I can see a problem with, like, if Cyberstat took my idea and made our alts as basically put our alts to where we can actually bring them out, is because there's nothing that stops me from literally just going out my way, making my alt get a... I'll use the Night Sky for example. Nothing that stops me from making an alt be able to carry the Night Sky. Then there's nothing that stops me from literally just making this mag over and over. That's what, 80 Dark Helmet plus the Night Sky, 70 Dark Helmet on top of it, plus the alt would have 80 Slice Helmet with it as well. Heck, that would make my freaking alt, what, more powerful than even Dark Maya in a technical term? Like, if I'm not mistaken, that would make my alt more powerful than even freaking Dark Maya, considering Dark Maya is, I believe, 60 Slice and 60... Oh, she's only 50 Slice and 50 Dark. That would literally make my alt more stronger than a freaking Dark Maya. Which is sad. That's the only reason why I can think of that is Cyberstep wouldn't even want to do it, and yet I even gave them the option, the idea, the way they could do it in the way that would help them. Where they could make more money from freaking my idea than they're making from the damn Vanguards. They'd make more money from my idea than they even make from the freaking mounts. Per scroll would give you access to one weapon. The first scroll you get on them would be giving you access to one weapon. Second scroll, 2 weapons. Third scroll, 3 weapons. Fourth scroll, 4 weapons. Fifth scroll, accessory. First accessory. Sixth scroll, second accessory. Seventh scroll, first max. I lost count at which scroll I'm at, but either way, I would just say 8th scroll will give you... Wait. 5, 6... Yeah, 8th scroll would give you the second mag. 9th scroll would give you the third mag. And finally, 10 scrolls would give you your 10... Would give you your fourth, via option to put the fourth and final mag on the character. So it would take you literally 10 scrolls just to be able to make your all, just to be able to do that. just mess around. And that's just adding up a little concept. You had the first scroll to where you can actually level them up while you're on your main. And once you get all 10 scrolls, you got access to actually giving them mags. Any mag that they can wear. So once you could run freaking, I don't know, you could run any dungeon in this game and literally just go to the flipping menu of a mount and basically hit this, and for an hour after wasting 4 OC, you'd be able to level that mount up without having the mount in battle. Do the same thing with freaking any character, and you'd have it as well. But yeah, like even most of my friends even stated to me, hey, you don't get nothing out of it. Who the hell is this? Tell me to Norse him. Nikanana. Does it sound familiar? I was saying, just like all my friends kept telling me before when I thought of the idea about the aughts, they were like, oh, Cyberstep won't take it because of the broken concept. Oh, okay. So they'd rather throw in their own broken concept than taking a broken concept from a player. And the player's idea of a concept. Oh, okay, Cyberstep. Okay, I see how... I can't even make heads or tails of that one, I'm sorry. My friends kept telling me that my concept was broken. But yet... But literally yet... Ever since these darn mounts came out, the mounts have replaced the vanguards without any question. But yet, my friends wanted to sit back and tell me, oh, Cyberstep won't take your idea because it's too broken. Okay. Let's see how broken this concept is, and this concept was put in by Cyberstep. Like, I'm gonna go kill Metastophily, which is my mount. I'm not gonna ever get off him. I can't kill Metastophily normal solo. Well, not unless I use my mount, technically. I can run his dungeons, but I really don't have the elemental strength. One, I don't have the strength to kill him solo, technically. And two, I can't get my feels, so I have really no way of killing Metastophily currently. Or at least that should be the case. Which is literally kinda sad. That's literally should be the case, and yet it's not even remotely the case. Like I literally stated, like my literally friends got stated to be having our aughts as a partner type system in the game. My friends kept wanting to tell me that that would be broken. Cyberstep would never take the idea. Oh, you know what? All my friends that kept telling me that, if any of you ever watch this video, you guys are, I'm sorry to say it, but I'd have to say you guys are completely wrong, considering they did just literally do just the opposite of what you guys said. Like, let's look. Rankings. Hey, wow, I'm ranked 21 with 33 seconds. This player's faster than me with 23 seconds. Like, let's see how long this is going to take. Oh, since I ain't in the party, I can actually skip the cutscene, which is kind of helpful. Skippo. Hi, Metastophily, what's up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for the fast run, buddy. Dun done. Hey, thanks for a free meal. Now, let's see how fast that took me. Doo-da, doo-da. Oh, it took me 32 seconds. For me, just literally just running here with my mouth, just him basically just shocking the ground like he just did, is literally the fastest run you can have. Which, I guess there could be faster runs, because with him only being one scroll, that means mine is a certain max out at strength. Like, I can't get him any stronger than what he currently is. But yeah, I just walked in here and basically killed Metastafi like it's a flippin' joke. Like, even the player that I ran past right there, she's my bae or whatever, they probably can't even kill him fast enough. Oh, don't wanna go to freaking... I get to wait for him, they're okay. Like, heck, I even thought it would be freaking challenging for me to carry a freaking two-man party or something. Pretty sure I could carry a 3-man party, and all anyone would have had to do, especially on normal, is really just sit back and watch. Even my friend right now, like one of my friends right now, is technically trying to, he's trying to get himself a nice guy, and it's like, why do you want to waste your energy running for a nice guy when you can literally come here, wait for someone who either try to clear them yourself or wait for someone who has a mount, and basically just see if you can get a free run. Like, I don't even know who she's my baby is. Like, I'll even show you guys on my freaking Killer Bear 69. Oh, Killer Beast 69. Because you guys can see, it don't even show that they're a friend. They're not green. They're nothing like that. Because you guys can literally see, I have a few friends on. This player ain't even a friend of mine, and yet I jumped in their party just for the fun of it. And if they weren't okay, I'd actually run them through Metastafi a few times. Just to show you guys how flippin' broken the damn mount is. This ain't even flippin' fun to even fight Metastafi when I know I can literally just walk in there, kill him within about 32 seconds on normal, and yet there's no reason for me to ever clear anything but normal, really. Like, yeah, I gotta clear hard for, what, the stupid completion recipe? Ooh, wow, that's really, really, really not difficult. I get it was difficult before, but not really too much more. And just in case all you guys are wondering here, I'll even show you the freaking times I killed Metastafi just for the fun of it. Like I said, all my friends used to sit there and tell me, hey, Cyberstep would never do it. But look at that. Like I said, I can't even kill this dude on normal, and yet, there's my kills. All because Cyberstep basically gave us a freaking mount that's overpowerful on him. Which I'm starting to get the feeling like, hey, why do I want to farm anything when I can just wait for a flipping next update? Hey, the next update, some people believe we're gonna get the freaking free mount, the robot mount thingy-majigger. We get that, well, he's gonna be what? I don't know what elements he's gonna be because I'm not really looking him up, but heck, if he's flipping on an element that is strong against a certain boss in this game, like, well, let's say he's freaking fire element, well, just wait until you get him, then go after Lucifer. When do you get him, then go after whoever. When you get, like, really, really, if they didn't do stuff like this, then just wait for the next update and go after whatever boss. Like, I'm sorry to put it this way, but that's all it is now. Literally just wait for the next update, see what they give us, and then boom, you got your, and just put a little bit of money in, and you might, or even get lucky with an SP ticket, and boom, you might be able to get something that's going to help you out on a boss that you actually need help with. And heck, what's it going to be, a few weeks, maybe at the most, or something like that, and you may get lucky and get a freaking, and get one anyways. Like, I've even checked on JP, they even show that these guys ain't freaking leaving Unit 2, so it's like, really? The only thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna move down towards the bottom. They're gonna be right after Lancelot. Ooh, wow, that doesn't really make the game, it technically doesn't really make anything hard. Not unless you're one of these players who put enough money into the game to where you already got 5 scrolls and then the game's gonna randomly give you a second scroll up something. Then I guess, yeah, it would be a little bit more of a pain in your butt, but oh well. Shouldn't have put that much money into the game at first. You would be you wouldn't have no problems getting a scroll that you could never use. What do you got on you, by the way? Now that I think about it. Increase the silver and speed by 1 really. Really? Well, I guess what I basically tried to start off. It seems like it's been kicking in pretty fast. I wonder how much longer before Faded Contracts actually didn't. A lot of players are didn't kind of like stop using Faded Contract. I know I'm stopping Faded Contract on my characters. Yeah, it's a real waste of time to go after a Meg and then just get randomly what? Yay, 6 whole crit, yay! I'm gonna be so happy about 6 freaking crit. It's not even freaking worth it. Can you at least give me 14 crit so it's at least a, what? A flipping killing edge from the next one? From a different game I play? Or anything? Can you guys at least raise it? So it's actually more worth it, especially if you're only in, especially when the chances of you getting it twice is pretty darn slim. Thank you, Cyberstat, for not doing anything that like you guys should technically do with this game, but instead just make another update and expect us to be careful. Just like I know I got one thing on me right now that I know a lot of players have been complaining about, but no one seems to care. Hey, wow, I got 74 Spirit Incense. What do I do with them? Well, I would give them to the Plantorama, but I don't think he can take them, so that's a waste. Can't trade them in for freaking points, even though they never stop freaking dropping, because Cyberstep never got it through their head to fix it. But yay, let's worry about the next update, guys. Let's have a bunch of players saying, oh, you know, I'm going to stop playing this game because I'm waiting for the next update. I have nothing to do. Let's just stop playing the game for a freaking month or 2 months until we get the next update. That's really a fun game. Let's not do the one thing that a lot of players really should be stopping and think about. Let's not randomly turn around and be like, hey, you know what, I'm going to spend an hour helping out someone. Like if this flipping goofball would ever get back from AFK, I would technically help him out. Because I'm the type of player who would rather do that. Because that keeps this player basically playing the game longer. Which means the chances of Cyberstat saying, hey, you know what, PlayStation 4, you're done. We're done giving you guys updates. You guys are at the final update you guys will ever get to. And yet, I ain't gonna waste my time in putting up a video one day and saying, oh, this is the reason why players quit. No, I'm gonna waste my time in putting up a video saying, this is the way a lot of high-level players could easily do to stop players from quitting, not the other way around. I'd rather be honest and say, hey, you know, you could easily turn around and be like, hey, I'll have this person saying they need a lot of help for this area. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and help them a lot. I guess I don't want to run it. Oh, Whatever. Whatever. Let's see if I can find a body party then. Body. Nope. Body AFK. No. Oh. Guess the def needs. Our freaking kitty needs potties. I've actually never tried this, so I'm actually kind of curious if I could kill him with a 5-man. Kinda hate using body parties, but oh well. Now I get to watch the cutscene. You didn't give me the fast run, Metasophly, or you didn't give me the slow run. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, you're giving me the fast run again. Bye-bye, Metasophly. Oh, lucky box. Shouldn't be getting a lucky box considering I didn't even do none, but okay. I'll take the free lucky box. And my time was 53 seconds. Wow. I technically add only about 20 seconds to my timer. So look at that, guys. I add 20 seconds to my timer, and yet it's just that. I still have stamina left over on this darn mount, and yet he's dead. That's it. Like I said, most of my friends would sit back and tell me, hey, Cyberstep ain't didn't take the concept of my idea because they say it's broken, but yet I've never seen anything stupider as far as I'm concerned. This is a stupid concept that they're putting into the game because it's a broken concept, but yet they don't want to take my idea, but yet they'll take the idea of a broken mount and put it into the game. Well, common sense doesn't dictate Cyberstep, I take it. Common sense dictates the players, not Cyberstep. Hey Cyberstep, when you didn't give us 120, when you didn't give us the freaking super broken weapons that I know you guys didn't give us sooner or later, so when we didn't get them? When we didn't get weapons that could pretty much one-shot bosses? Because you guys seem like you're adding freaking weapons like that into this game. So when we didn't get those weapons? And yes, I get a lot of my friends, like I said, would probably say, hey, Cyberstamp didn't do that. Well, look up the wiki. You can see that they've already... They got a wrench weapon that I've seen on the wiki right now, which gives every element plus 100 on it. And they basically gave it the skills of what a lot of players in this game like to call the lunge step sword. 3 lunge steps and 2 thunder beasts, and they basically threw that onto the darn weapon. Really, Cyberstep? You're just gonna give us the lunge step sword now, eventually. It's like, are you guys even trying to make money, or are you guys just trying to throw random bullshit into the game now just to make the game stupid easy? Like, look at that. You see right there that I already grabbed my lucky box. Then you can see right there on the all chat where it says entry in this dungeon will be closed in 30 seconds. Didn't it take me freaking 30 seconds to kill him? And yet it takes that long for the dungeon to close. He's dead technically before that timer even popped. So it's like, really? Seriously, Cyberstep? Come on, Cyberstep, why don't you just take my idea since you guys seem like you're having fun throwing broken crap like this into the game? Like I As long as it's freaking normal, I don't even have a reason to get off him. Oh wow, I guess you guys could do what you guys did before, but I can't see that one. You guys could easily be like, well, Metastatically ain't weak to the horses. Well, then all you didn't do is just turn around to where now someone could probably use Ifrit and kill Metastatically. Nah, did that fix the problem? And if you don't do it that way, then heck, what are you guys going to do next? Add a mount that's basically just going to turn it around again, to where now a whole different mount's going to be easily able to run through them. I'd rather see a challenge in the challenge, honestly, not me. Not just run into a wall, technically. Or just run into a wall, then I don't see where that challenge really comes into play. Anyway, I've tried to add it off. It's like I don't see. I would love to say I see a challenge in this game, but I really don't. Yeah, runs dry pretty darn quick. Like, to me, the major challenge I would say I have from running a lot of dungeons is because I didn't get it lucky and get 2 scrolls of a Vanguard or something. But other than that, the challenge disappears. Like, dungeons I have problems with trying to clear. I know, like, for example, Onigiri. He has 5 scrolls freaking of probably every Vanguard in this game besides for maybe Lancelot. So I seen on one of his videos, someone did ask him how many scrolls you got of Lancelot, and he said right on the video, 1. Other than that one Lancelot, he had 5 scrolls of every other Vanguard, and it's like, really, guys? Like, he has no challenge of beating this game. He has no challenge of getting anywheres. And it's like, really? Like, I get, yeah, 3 hours. Like, what is it? You can be in your Vanguard basically for 3 hours? Sheesh, I'd love to be in my freaking Dark Maya for that long. Holy crap. I'd love to have freaking multiple weapons I can switch over to when I'm basically playing as my Dark Maya. Holy crap, I would be able to basically destroy my freaking time right now. I'd be able to probably run freaking new within 5 minutes if I had a freaking 2 scroll. Or even a 3 scroll. Or even if I got lucky and got a 4 or 5 scroll. I'd be able to run new. I'd be technically ranked on new. Instead of 8 minutes, not even ranked. Like honestly, just by itself, it's Cyberstep. I hate to put it like this, and I'm happy you guys haven't done it, but before you guys used to do the reward, basically run this dungeon with a certain timer. I'm sorry, but if you guys even ever think about that again, I'm sorry, but don't. Because there's going to be no way of a lot of players even remotely having a chance of beating players. And I hate to put it like that, but don't. Like, it's not even fun and it's not even fair for these guys to a lot of players to even try. Like I said, I can run this basically in a party on hell within 8 minutes. Let's see if I'm even ranked with my own time. Like, right there, I'm ranked with Tex and a player called Next that I know. They ran it within 5 minutes. I can't even get close to that. And I know Tex and Next basically both had pretty much 2 powerful Vanguards. Look at that. The fastest time you gotta be able to run is 6 minutes. Well, Susanoo Suseki or whatever is right there. Like, to be honest, I'm sorry, Cyberstep, but first and foremost, the main thing that you guys should have done with this ranking system is players should not be appearing multiple times. Like, hey, what do you know? There's Oral. There's Oral. There's Oral. So, come on. Really? Oral really needs to be ranked 3 separate times in this darn dungeon? I'd be surprised if I don't keep sliding look through all these. I'd be surprised if I don't see the same players multiple times. I'm surprised I haven't seen another one with Oro yet. Oh, there it is. Look at that, 4 already for Oro by himself. 4 separate times Oro ran this dungeon, and 4 separate times he's been the fastest. He had the fastest time. A whole different time each time. There he is again. That's 5 already. Like, with my opinion, cyber stuff, I'm sorry to put it like this, but it should only record you once. There he is again. Look at that. 6 times already, and we're not even past the 200. 7 times. And we just now got to the end of the 241 through 300. And I've already seen him 7 times. Never mind, scratch that. 8 times. 9 times. Oro's on this freaking one 9 times. It's like, I don't care if this is the only time that people will ever see me in a run. Me basically being in this group. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine with me. At least I know, hey, it gives new players a chance to at least be recorded. Like, I get all that probably is really just a way for us players to easily be like, see who's better than who, but after a bit, you guys need to fix it and be like, okay, each player can only be recorded on there once. So even if there is unless you're in a party with someone and like you're only being used as a body or something like that, you shouldn't be able to be recorded more than once. But then again, even in my opinion, with all these players always running, for example, like all these different low levels running with a different party, you should only, like, I don't know. To me, if you've already had a record or whatever, then that player should automatically be put right there with your current top record if he ran with you once. It doesn't matter if the time you ran with him was even slower than your previous time. He should automatically see his name. Like, if you ranked 23rd, for example, we'll say, on the dungeon. If you ran a player, and I don't care if you ran slower on your second run, on his run or whatever, he should be ranked 23rd because that's where you're ranked. Or he should be ranked wherever he is, with basically in his run. Like, it makes no sense, like I said, to have it to where the rank can record the same person multiple times. That's just dumb. I don't care if it is with a separate team. You shouldn't be recorded multiple times on the same team, even with different players. I don't care if a lot of people who watch my videos want to say, hey, all I do is rant or have problems with this game. Well, put simple, I don't care if a lot of you want to get pissed off at me because that's all I do. At least I'm willing to sit back and say why and see if I can get something fixed. Like, even a lot of my videos that I used to put up are all about people basically are about bugs. There's still bugs in this game that I've seen happen, and yet Cyberstat don't seem like they try to fix it. Like mag drops. What's the freaking point of even trying to get better in this game when you're not going to get a mag? So, you run into a flipping wall every second in this game. Like, that's where I really had the biggest problem with this game. You can't get better unless you can get mags. And if the mags that most players need don't want to drop, and you only want to basically favor freaking certain classes, then what's the point of even playing this game, honestly, after a while? Like, honestly, anymore, the only reason I still play this game is because I made so many freaking friends on it, and I know they all still play. When the last of my friends basically choose to finally say, hey, you know what, we're done playing this game, I'm done. Because I don't have a reason to continue to play. Like, I was talking to my friend Hinata the other day, and I basically told Hinata more or less like, hey, before I used to have when I was playing this game, like actually trying to be good in the game, or more or less a little bit more of a be good type of player than I am now, where now I'm really just like, I don't really care about making the next best weapon or whatever, because it's a waste of time in artisan swords, which I don't have the money or all that bullshit to keep putting into this game just to try getting the next artisan sword. It comes down to it is, back then I used to sit back and go like, you know, back in this time, back in the sewers, back in the Ichigo days, I counted Oro as a rival. But then after Maya came out, I was like, hey, you know what, sweet, I got Maya, he got Maya, he got multiple scrolls. I didn't think it would be really that much of a change until I seen watch one of his videos basically, and I seen him literally run through a freaking dungeon like it's a fucking shithole, like it's on easy freaking difficult or something. And yet I tried to run it myself the following day with my Maya, and I couldn't even do half the freaking dungeon with my Maya, and couldn't even do half his speed. So it's like, after that I basically finally got to the point like, okay, this ain't no reason for me to be having him as a rival, because I can't keep up with the dude. Then I told my friend Hinata that I was actually thinking about switching to basically counting Hinata as my rival, but then I realized Hinata is more or less, like a lot of these high levels, they basically are getting annoyed at the game. They see that the game ain't being fixed no matter how much you complain to Cyberstep, and they basically are like me now. I'm basically like them, to where a lot of us are just like, eh. Like if I could potentially learn how to read Japanese, heck, I'd be playing the Japanese version of this game all day. At least I know I'd be able to get a freaking Ronin if I went to farm the damn Ronin. If I was trying to farm a freaking mag or something, I'd be able to farm that damn mag. If I'm trying to get freaking better freaking 105s, it wouldn't take me a fucking year or 2 years just to be able to farm one Ronin. Like it said, when I played this game for over 2 years, and yet the most 105s I made so far is 4. The most Ronins I've ever grabbed, wait, no, scratch that, I think I made 5 as the most. All because Ronins. Like, the Ronins don't drop for crap. Like, I'm sorry. I get, yeah, they probably want to still make it to where, like, mags, some of these mags are harder or easy to get. But to me, without freaking many times Cyberstats heard sword users complain saying, hey, Ronins don't drop. And then when they finally cut down the mags, which everyone was, even Oro told me, hey, just wait for this update. You'll be basically able to make your 105 mags easier. Sure, they really did a number on that. They took away mags that were easier to get, and they kept the freaking pain in the ass mag for all the damn classes. It's like, really? You, like, everything that it seems like someone's complains about, they on purposely may keep that around, so you have to freaking waste more time on it. I get a lot of players would sit back and say, hey, they're most likely to keep the Ronin because that's the way they can get more money. Yeah, they're going to keep a Ronin. Yeah, I'll get that. Because, yeah, they do make more money because you're going to be wasting more job boosts. I'm not going to waste money on a freaking job boost trying to get a damn Ronin when they don't drop. Even under a damn job boost. Like, even most of the people I talk to anymore, they're like, hey, if you're going to waste your time farming a Ronin, you might as well wait for a damn fever. Which we don't get a fever enough, so it's like, what's the flipping point of even farming the damn item? I'd rather just waste a freaking job boost trying to get a freaking Metasa, trying to get the Abyss sword. I'd rather waste a freaking job boost on something I know I'm having a chance to get. Or at least seeing I can get. Like, I chose to use the freaking job boost when I fought Abyss, and I basically end up getting Abyss Axe. I didn't want it, but still, at least I know, hey, if I waste a job boost here, I'm gonna get something. Waste a job boost on Ronin. That's just funny. Like, I even put a video up not too many days ago just to show that I was sitting there literally wasting 300 boosts just trying to get a damn Ronin. I'm not gonna sit here and do that again, ever. If it don't want to drop, then I see it's not going to drop, so I'm just wasting my time. I guess Cyberstep could sit back even if I sent him the video. Oh, you could have done it in a body party. Yeah, that doesn't really change the freaking job rate too much, you freaking goofballs. It's like you guys want to sit back and tell me different shit about this game, like, oh, can you please tell us where the Spirit Instance drop? Oh, really? Really? I'm the only one that's complaining about it? I have to literally make a whole stupid video of running every dungeon in this damn game just to show you guys that Spirit Instance drop from every damn dungeon? It's like, really, you freaking goofballs? I really had to waste my time on running every damn dungeon. And even one of my friends told me a few days ago that a player ran into a supposedly GM in this game. Oh, really? Really? A random player was able to run into a GM when I've been on this game, and I hate to state it like this, but if any of you know me, which most players probably on this game by now know my time frame, I'm usually on this game for one timer to the freaking following day. I'm on the timer that technically a GM would be appearing on this flipping game, and yet I've never seen one. And one of my friends even told me, that the dude basically ran into the GM or whatever he was, basically from carrying someone. Oh, that sounds so convenient. Let's see. This whole long list right here of nothing but friends, either one, they're friends of mine, or two, I randomly carried them. So, yeah, I've ran into this many freaking players on this game, and not one time have I ever ran into a GM. Yeah. Sure. This list pretty much don't stop. It keeps going and going. Or might as well never stop, considering I keep adding new people to it. Like, I even go around at times whispering freaking players like, hey, you want a free carry? Like, there's no reason why I have yet to run into a freaking someone who works for Cyberstep by now. There's no reason. Especially when I freaking report bugs to them so many freaking times. I'd be surprised if I don't go and run in the freaking Mountain of Thorns dungeon, which is one of the places where you can get the Sky Rendering 105 mag. That boss has a chance to glitch out. But yeah, sure, Cyberstep, you don't want to listen to me when I tell you about that. Sure. That has never happened before to us. Can you please explain the problem? Oh, let me guess, it's never happened to you guys that you guys got frozen in place from when you got rezzed, right, Cyberstep? Can you please report or show us please show us something that what causes that? Sure, no problem. I'll show you about 60 times. I can show you about 60 to 70 pictures of me basically just standing there after being rezzed where I can't move my character and my character gets killed because I gotta waste the time of going to this freaking menu and turn off my freaking controller just to be able to move again. It's like it wouldn't be bad if when I report to Cyberstep a freaking problem or bug that's happening, it wouldn't be bad if they actually look into it, but no. I'm only one player that's reporting it. We got Mr. Onigiri over here that sees bugs as well as I do, and yet he don't report them. If it don't have nothing to do with his spear class, he don't report them. I report freaking bugs that have to do with spear, axe, bow, twin, you name it, I report. I'm surprised there's any bow users still playing this game. I'm surprised there's really any of certain classes playing this game just because you can't get half the darn mags for them. Hello viewers, what's up? Like without even a question, come on. Cyberstats wants people to continue to play in this game. I know a lot of people on this game don't really want to get off their butts and basically say something. But come on, this is enough. We've had this game for what, 2 years now, and we've yet to get anything. We've yet to get mag drop rates raised. We've yet to get anything really worth the freaking time of farming the darn shit. You can go and watch people freaking running Origami Magna on freaking PC, on Xbox, and you can see 2 or 3 mags drop. You run that on PlayStation, be lucky if you even see 1. Run that darn thing on Hell, be lucky if you see 1. It's like, really? It's it. Like, if I didn't like this game so much, I would not still be technically playing this game. I'd not be even wasting my time doing stuff. I like Cyberstate. I like this freaking game, but I wish they'd freaking fix the darn problems in it. Raise the mag drop rates, raise stuff, raise something, do something with the game so to where we actually have a higher chance of getting something. Wouldn't it be bad getting better in this game if you didn't have to technically count on players who got lucky enough to get their 105 mags, or players who's had their friends sitting around on this game for freaking years on years. Like, I'd love to say, hey, all my friends never left this game. I'd love to say my friend Ninja never left this game. I'd love to say all of them never left this game, but unfortunately I wasn't lucky enough to have my friends didn't choose to stick around on this game, because even they got to the point of annoyed. It's like, there's nothing to do. After a bit, I'm be surprised if my friends didn't choose to leave the game just because they probably felt themselves going to where I'm at now. Just like heck, I even sent Oral, because he's under my friends list on my PSN, I even sent him a pic one time showing, and I even typed on it saying, yes, freaking next update, Cyberstep is taking out the Spirit Instance. That update came and gone, they didn't take it out. I sent him literally a freaking pic of it. It's like, really, Cyberstep, you don't want to remove anything from this game, you just want to keep adding crap. You don't want to fix nothing, but you want to keep adding shit. It's like, really? Be a lot more worth the time if you guys actually did something, or at least anything. Like, heck, before I really turn around and put more money into this game to try to get some EXP boosts again, get some freaking job boost, I'm getting to 120. I'm finally didn't see if I can get my perfect mags. I don't care if I can't have to do it without the 105s or not. I'll make my perfect mags, which I've already begun, and we'll see how much Cyberstep will basically block my character. Oh, hello, there you are. Like, I know for a fact, I'd be surprised if Cyberstep don't choose to lower my freaking thing down, just because if a player could get lucky enough to get what I'm actually going for, you have a 90, what? I think it's at least close to a 95% chance of dodging any attack in this game. Hey, Spirit Instance, what do you know? I remember a few times I even did freaking this dungeon to show them the bug to where if you try to switch to your Vanguard when you die with the controller, you can't get to it. I even stopped in that video and went like, ooh, what do you know? There's a Spirit Instant. They still ask me, what dungeons does it drop in? Well, if you guys actually watch the freaking videos I send you, then you'd know what damn dungeon it drops in. Common damn sense, you freaking nutjob Cyberstep. Can you please tell us what video, where the freaking Spirit Instance drop at? Oh, okay, you guys. It's like, how many freaking times do I gotta show you a video to where I literally just stop and go, hey, that's rare, there's a Spirit Instant again. Wow, 2 in the same room. You guys ask me what dungeon they drop in. Because you guys don't watch your own freaking videos that people send you, which is common sense if someone actually stopped and remembered everything they said. You guys told me in the next update, before the Oda update, we would remove the Spirits instance so they do not drop no more. Okay. Hey, the gear update. Reported to him again. We will remove it within the next update. Ooh, the old freaking next update. We will remove it by the Lancelot dungeon. Oh, the Lancelot dungeon is here. Lancelot's here. We will remove it. Well, ooh, what do you know? Now we got the freaking mounts here. It's still here. Common sense shows me they don't want to listen to me. It literally... Yeah, I had a feeling that was you, Goombosh. Put simple Goombosh, and I know you already technically exited out. But all I'm gonna say about that is, yeah, I'm just, like I said, I don't know how. I said it at the start of this video. I don't know how much longer I'm playing Onigiri. Cyrus Tech don't want to listen. I reported enough times to them saying, hey, we need mag drop rates increased. We need something done. And I even had, before I basically deleted all of them, I even had on my phone pics of freaking Cyrus Tech saying they will remove the Spirit Instance by this update. They will do something. Then we get another update and they refuse to do it. So, put simple, I'm sorry, but like I said, I'm just getting to that point now. I'm done trying to farm Ronins. I'm done trying to farm all this freaking shit when I don't see a chance of getting it. Well, let's say I'm going to continue to play Onigiri anymore, but sorry, Cyrus Tech. Even my message to you guys saying that I will continue playing your game until I die, basically. Well, maybe not exactly until I die. But I did put a few of it to them a few times on my messages. I will continue to play their game. I'm not going to continue to play in their game if they don't want to at least take 2 seconds out their day to be like, okay, we can finally do something. We can raise the drop rates. We can add trading. We can do something. We can get something figured out where something can be done. And if that's you right now watching, Goombosh, you can't say I'm wrong about that. We've had this game for, what, 2 years now, maybe even longer, and they've yet to really try to fix anything. Oh, wait, never mind. Scratch that. They did fix one thing. They fixed the bug to where you can't get behind the wall anymore, to where you can't cheat new anymore. Oh, I guess that's supposed to be... I guess technically they did fix something. They fixed something that made it easier for some players to be able to kill new. So I guess they did fix something. Yeah, I know that as well, Rose, I'm just saying. When I really stopped and think about it, I was questioning why Yato even chose to quit and not Chinatown quit this game. True. But by now, even... Like, I know you've heard Oro say it on his video a few times. Like, he said it this year. I believe it was this month when I told you that I put in 50 OC and I only got the 30 OC package. Oro put in that video basically telling everyone, hey, don't sit back, don't just, like, deal with it on your own. Stand up, basically message Cyrus up and say something about it. To me, if people really want this game to be fixed, which is actually now I'm starting to really question it because we never see anything like really being changed. People really wanted this game to be fixed, and why don't no one ever actually take a few seconds out their day to message Cyrus up? Like, I know I can't be the only one that's really complaining about mag drop rates. But no. But it's like, come on, guys, you complain about something. Everyone in this game wants to complain about something, but you'd rather basically just fork your problems on someone else. Like, even if you don't want to step up and do it yourself, heck, put a freaking like on a video. Like, I'll put a video up tomorrow saying, hey, put a like behind this video if you want freaking Just to show Cyrus hey, you want to see freaking mag drop rates being raised or something. Why'd I hate that? Like, come on. If Aura was able to get something added into this game because enough people put likes on it, I don't get why no one wants to technically sit back. Even if they want Oro to do it instead of me. I don't care. Why don't people get on Oro's video and be like, hey, make a video about freaking mags. See if you can finally get something done. You know how many messages they get? Can you read? Handle, fix, and response to every require. Yeah, but like I say, I'm just saying, Rose, is it doesn't take. It should only take one person with enough likes on a video to finally get Cyrus Tech to finally understand. Oro even has freaking people from BC. It's like I think they're the Oni sisters or whatever. That you can find on YouTube as well. I've seen a lot of times they even message in Oro's videos. Seems like even they would stop and be like, hey, we've seen you guys have problems with mags. Let's see if Cyberstep will actually finally do something. Hello. Like, it seems like at least after a bit they would start doing something. It's like even me running through this right now, heck, I don't even need to use a Vanguard anymore just because this mount's overpowered as all. Honestly, I don't even know which word I want to even use. The BS word, the OP word, whatever. Stuff people don't want to add in, and yet they don't mind adding in broken stuff basically into this game. I have no idea what CC is, sorry. Oh, that was supposed to be a hell run. Heck, I even know Yuki that I'm talking now, he even said to me that Ifrit's supposed to be weaker because they added the certain mobs in the game are now not somewhat. Connection rate doesn't like affect me too much. Like I got a nice connection to where my stuff don't freeze really too much. The only part about CyberSet's connection I really complain about, if I were to complain about anything, is the constant blue screen we get. That's not to be good for our PlayStation 4s and a timer, where you gotta unplug your freaking system just to get out of that hard reboot. It's not even funny with all the different stuff that this game keeps popping up with, and yet it's not surprising we keep getting more problems. Oh, by the way, Rose, there's a Zora once called her the OP version of Maya. Won't even be used to kill Nu, which is kind of sad, and yet she damage caps him every time. And yet, it's kind of sad because she's not even maxed out yet, and she can damage cap Nu on hell. 5-man party, she kills Nu. And again, 5-man party still kills Nu. 5-man party, Volt kills Nu. So Rose, you want me to basically go off and go kick Mephistopheles' butt with just my mount for an hour? Just to show you how freaking stupid useless the mounts are in this game? Or as I should rephrase that as, how broken, overpowered they are. Oop, wrong attack. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I don't even have to even use my own character. I can just kill Metastoples solo on, what, 32 seconds, I believe? Like, heck, I'd love to have a... I wish Cybersilk would actually finally give me more scrolls of her, just so I can just go clonk. Wait for the switch over weapons, clonk them again, switch weapons, clonk them again. Just keep using the same Ogi over and over. I'd have no reason to ever use any other attack besides for just this. Well, I guess I'd probably drop Fun Smash is just for fun, but plunk. It's kind of sad that this freaking new skills that you get with Dark Maya actually makes her that much broken to where you don't even have to have scrolls now. Like, I know you can see her bar right now, Rose. You see how fast she's freaking rising. I think she's now up to a 5 scroll, honestly, with how fast she charges. Oh wow, the point drama. Where are you? Or the gold guy. Go get him out. Ooh, wow, he made me dizzy. Now he's dead. Like, I learned that one honestly yesterday, Rose. Or pretty much all I gotta do is just hit the little gold drama, and as long as my mount's in the area, he'll kill him for me. Well, as long as he don't get glitched out on me during the run of the dungeon, which he does every so often. It's kind of sad when I don't even have to attack him. I don't even have to waste the stamina to kill him anymore. Look at that. Maya's already filled. Takes me now just 2 rooms to fill her. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I can get normal Maya filled until I get to this 3rd room. Until I get into this room. Like, she's usually filled roughly around at this room. Yep. Maybe I'm wrong, but I should test that one now that I think about it. To see how long she actually takes to charge. See if I could actually charge her in the next room fully. 2nd floor, I use her in the 2nd room, which is kind of funny. Like, technically I only use her really in, what, 3 to 2 rooms. Yeah, honestly, now that I think about it, I don't even need to use her in any other room. I use her in that use her in the 2nd room. Then she kind of wipes out a little bit of the 3rd room. Then I don't use her again into technically 2nd floor or 2nd room. Come on, glitch out, you dumb mount. I know you're going to. wonder, will my character reach me first, or will she actually run out first? My character reached me first. Rose, I'm surprised you don't get on Goombas and come and join, since I know you need levels for them. I'm only rerunning this just solo, just for the fun of it. I can now run this actually, what, I think around 8 minutes. That's basically if I ain't playing around. Which is kind of sad, because I could never technically get myself on the ranking board on how would carry, because your choice. Ow. Hey, Spirit Insane. I even had a few days ago a few players sitting back going like, hey, can I help you? My mouse can do more damage. Nope. Don't need them. Crap, forgot to take that skill off him. Goodbye, noob. That's literally, like I said, the problem with how they actually gave her the new outfit. That one skill, I'll just show you. This one skill by itself is basically enough to overkill them, to overkill party a lot of bosses in this game by itself. Or it says he'd rather use this one. Says the third punch or whatever from her is OP or whatever, and I'm like, that ain't really. I tried it out, even though this one don't really show the level, but it's not really that good. This already starts off at about 8,000 freaking force, versus this attack that only has a little 4,000. It doesn't matter what difficult new is on, she usually starts damage capping as soon as she starts getting hurt. Once I get basically either a Vow, Nice Guy, or the Chain, I should be potentially damage capping at all times. Which, like I said, that's the only two things, is honestly right now I don't have a sacrifice on her. Which I've had multiple players basically sit back and get mad at me because I don't have a sacrifice on her. But then she starts doing that amount of damage and it's like, no one wants to say anything anymore. Like as soon as she starts doing enough damage to you, you start seeing New's freaking light bar just drop from full to 25% per hit. A lot of people start complaining about her. A lot of people start complaining and don't have a reason to give her a sacrifice anymore when all I gotta do is just get a few blocks in here and there and allow New to hit me every so often. 1 or 2 hits and I can pretty much just kill him. So it's honestly not even a challenge anymore to kill a New, which before it was. Before I would run out of Maya and it would have been that basically would have had to sit there and kill him with my Storm. Or my No, or whatever sword I chose to use. Now I don't even have to really even waste the time of even worrying about what would I do if I fail with Maya. What's plan B? There's nowhere need for plan B. It's plan A, kill, plan B. Laugh my butt off if I freaking fail somehow. I guess you will actually get ready before the 3rd room. Alright, I know why I said 3rd room now. The last room on the 1st floor. Don't really control the rear bow anymore. But heck, there's not much I can really do about that when I don't have really anything on her. Of a blue thing wearing all the way to him, but it can't hit from that range. Every time when I see these rock throwers, I always remind myself of my Sleepy Archer video. Every time. What did I miss? Oh. Oh, by the way, Rose, have you actually ran this tried to run this dungeon since the last update? There's been glitches that happen in new now. I was running with someone earlier. They were trying to boost while getting some EXP. New now has a glitch where even after all mobs are killed, there's a good chance that that these gates won't open. One Silt's about to die. You know one thing that's kind of sad. All this flipping time that I played this game, even after becoming a 120, I still can't clear a juncture. And it's not because I can't kill the mobs in there, it's because I can't make it all the way through without DCing myself. Which is just plain out funny. So there's one for you, Rose. Stupid swords user can't clear a freaking juncture without DCing themselves. Alright, I forgot, you did say the one day when we were last talking to you that, because of the earth element from the mobs, you basically would die. One mob throws a rock at you, you're basically pretty much guaranteed dead now. If I recall you saying that anyways. Come on, let me off him. Freaking normal my game and kill new. That's sad. Oh, I guess a 150 or plus can, but mine's not 150. I wish it was. Yeah, right. That just mean more freaking work I had to put into her. It's already bad enough trying to get these freaking buttheads to level up as it is. Too many of them to even raise per day. Like I said, Rose, I can't run through there for whatever reason. I DC myself usually roughly around 80. I can run ACM all day, but juncture just, I don't know, I just get randomly DC'd. I can't run there for whatever reason. But I guess technically in the long run it doesn't matter if I can or can't, because I really don't need to run it anymore. I technically do, or basically I already have the Dragon Arc weapons, which I'm still remotely debating on to even keep them around. All the other weapons that I basically am farming, those I'm not. To be honest, Dragon Arcs alone, I'd have to say I don't care to make. Just because I don't see them being helpful. That was actually the main reason why I did put this video up in the first place. This is most likely basically talking about the nice guy and stuff. There's a lot of people that I know who says they got the nice guy. They keep telling me, your skills are better, plus you have the percent chance that can do over damage cap. we could do over damage cap, then heck, this game would be a joke. Or as far as I'm concerned, it would be basically a joke. But they're never gonna make it to where we can do damage cap, so it's like, what's the point? If we could do damage cap with a nice guy, then heck, we could do over damage cap with a freaking L. That would be more of a convenience if we actually had a reason to ever do more than damage cap. I'm going to farm some Ryu chests for an hour. Or longer, I don't know yet. Even at the start of this video, I decided yeah, I know it's a dark weapon. But I will say one thing though, with all the nice Dragon Arts, nice guys and everything, that I kind of wish Cyberstep would have done with them. Because technically in this, you know as well as I do, in this game, if you have just pure raw element with a closer, with any type of weapon in this game, other than a wand, it ain't gonna really do the full effect damage. Like even if I were to throw nothing but Class and Blade onto it, I'm only gonna probably do what, 50% damage versus, I know you don't like me talking about this weapon, but versus basically the Blood of Oath that gives me the Slice plus the Dark, so I'm doing 100% of extra damage with that weapon. And that's the part about it. How is the nice guy useful in long runs? The only thing I've been told by multiple players so far is, I was talking to Cluster earlier, and Cluster was saying that the arcs basically do more better damage just because of Oni, which I don't see where he's getting at with that one. And well, that's my opinion though, but I just don't see where he's getting at with it. Yeah, fast run. Oh. I was expecting to get that this fast. Can't believe just this month I actually started killing him and I'm already up to the 426. Hey, it's Sakura that pops up right there. That's kind of funny how Sakura pops up in that loading screen. But like I told you, I don't think we're ever gonna get her though, which is kind of sad. I want her, but yet it looks like we're not getting her. But yet now we have cutscenes that actually show her, which is even more make me want her. Just to verify rows, I didn't even have to waste my time running there. I just felt like it. Yeah, I got his mag. I bet that mag ain't actually useful. It'd be a pretty nice bag if we could get something that's kind of nice this late. Honestly, in my opinion, that'd be a cool mag if they'd actually lowered it a little bit. Don't really like the idea that when you're poisoned, that you basically get. Oh, I guess it ain't the one that gets poisoned. But either way, no one's gonna basically use this just because it's rank 7. Yeah, no. Need to be able to need it for the completions. Oh. It's funny, the game gave me the completion of the spear for first out of all of them. See? Need it for the Magatimer prayer right there. Like I said, Rose, you're basically already informing me about something that I've already checked on. I've already got this recipe quite a bit of time ago. You'd need to make that in order so you can get your spear mag. Which honestly, like I said, I'm not gonna joke. These didn't take so much chakra. These would actually be kind of nice mags. If, like I said, they didn't take so much chakra. Like 20 firearm. Rank 5 gets plus 80% skill force to all weapons. Then you get fire element plus 20, lightning element 20, mountain element 20, and holy element plus 20. Where this one's basically just the opposite. The prayer. It's literally just the top one that gives you negative rain element. See? Everybody still shows I could make your spear if I wanted. Just for the fun. He won't give me the sword. I think he's given me every other completion so far besides for my sword. See? Even the axe is right there. I think I might be missing this dash. No, I'm missing the sword, but I think I might. Yep, thought so. Blade staff and sword are the only two I'm really missing. So there's the wand already. I need the same one you need. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's like one of the first ones they gave me. I guess I am missing the Odachi, which ain't surprising. So I'm missing the sword, sword, Odachi, and freaking staff. Stupid Metasali. And yet, Rose, you don't even have to run anything higher than hard to get the darn things, which is kind of sad. Armor only gives you vows. Hard gives you completions and vows. Oh, I guess I'm... Oh, now it's gonna let me pick it up. Oh, and by the way, Rose, I also tried to kill Lucifer a few days ago. Every time when I kill him, he seems like he wants to give me every recipe of the L so far. You guys running with, pretty sure you ran into him once or twice. I ran with Suchun a few days. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And to get the recipe he's going for. If I didn't know better, I'd say the game did that just to be an ass. Like, he's twin sword, and yeah, I get his twin sword recipe. Yet the only thing with twin swords I'm ever planning on making is just a steel attack sword. If I even choose to keep it around anymore. Would potentially make a spear, but if I'm not mistaken, your special skill is what? Just increases friendship drop rate or something? I got it what the spear does all the way. But no, it's twin sword and sword is useful. Axe, people used to say is useful because it basically sacrifices the durability on the axe to refill someone else's, basically, because it's like a repair. Your spear one, wow, I'm actually surprised I didn't DC it by opening that. Your spear one, I think it's, unless I'm mistaken, it's pretty much garbage, useless just about. Shining potential, I don't know what it even does. Oh yeah, you get a card catcher. Which I don't see any reason to ever put that onto a spear. Oh. Guess if you wanted to, you could throw it onto a weapon and try getting yourself more, that'd be helpful. I guess I could see where that would be helpful, though, now that I think about it. If you don't know a boss's weakness, you can easily check it out, but what's the sense? Alright. So what's the staff one do? What's the wand one do? Wait, never mind, I remember. Basically, he's supposed to blast a horn or something to where it attracts the mobs. So you can track, like, the mob to you instead of making you run, instead of running over there to him, which is kind of sad. It's scarred by their issues. The slowest part about this fight. Oh, you also want to know what me and Urza actually found out, Rose? We found that 3 mounts with only 1 scroll, or no scroll, whatever you want to call it, could potentially kill him on hell pretty darn easy. As you can see, the timer ain't even getting a chance to appear before I even kill him, so we were messing around trying to see. Yeah. You are technically supposed to be the more or less defense class. So it would make more sense for you guys to have the defense, basically, one. Said this is. Because actually, the crazy part about it is, Like, I know you probably don't like me talking about this, Rose, but I remember all my friends basically telling me back when I was talking about seeing that they'd basically put our alts as like partners or something for us. All my friends would tell me back then that Cyberstep wouldn't do it because it's a broken concept. And yet, what would you really call the mounts, honestly? A broken concept? Or a broken, basically, thing? Like, yeah, he's able to do it, but my Volt ain't, but still. Enough scrolls in a Volt should be easily able to kill him on any difficult as well. He's only a 1. He's not even a scroll and he's able to do it. I'm guessing if I could get 2 of them, I'd be able to run hard solo. If I could somehow pick up 3, I'd be surprised if I can't almost just solo freaking hell. But heck, like I already checked it, I don't really need to run hell for the weapon. So it's not like I really have anything that I really need to worry about when fighting him. To be honest, well, he won't let me check right now considering I'm on him. Honestly, I think if I got 1 scroll, I'd be able to use Heavenly Hammer or Mastery, which would potentially mean I could kill him even faster, considering that's all I really have to do is just spam Heavenly Hammer constantly. If I'm mistaken. Like, yeah, literally. Just get a scroll and make sure he's 85 and you basically got the best boss kill skill on him. Like, this is all I'm really using on him. I guess it ain't too much of a difference, just more SP considering it's the force is technically only about really just 200 difference. But still, 1 scroll of him would basically be probably enough just to kill a freaking Metastopheles normal hard without too much problems. And yet, even with me soloing this, I can't even get the fastest time, which is kind of sad. Like, I can't even break 20. I can't even rank 20 for nothing. I'm always going to be rank 21, it appears. Who's going to do that? That's literally right there the only attack that I really gotta worry about when I'm fighting him. If he shots the ground and you're in here, you didn't die from him shocking the ground or from him poisoning. Me, I just gotta basically just sit here and just keep smacking him. Honestly, with my opinion, I kind of wish they would, with these mounts or anything like this, I kind of wish they would have taken my idea. At least that way it would have been more of a, kind of more of a pain, because you'd be wasting more money trying to make sure these guys are the best they can be, but at least they'd be able to make more money. They seem like they would want to do it just so they can make more money. Like, I guess they probably don't want to do it that way because it'd be a lot of, I don't know. I just think it's kind of strange that they have yet to take at least part of my idea. Like, heck, you want to actually know something I think would be kind of cool if they would have done it, Rose? Since basically, you know, no matter which way you want to slice it, Cyberset's more or less just money hungry. Okay, leave Rose. The other way, to To me, Cyberset's pretty much just money hungry like any other game company is. I gotta say, I'm surprised they didn't just make it to where we can put mags onto these guys. Different scrolls would give you the ability to add mags. They'd be able to make more money. Oh, hello, Spirit Instant. I don't get why Meta Stealthy drops you, but okay. In my own opinion, that would actually make these guys less broken than what they are. That would give them the option to make more money. Like, I know I don't have the best of this, but I don't think I got the best form of this yet. Maybe I do right here. Is this one the better one? Nope, I never actually got the better ones. Like, I think it'd been kind of cool to put this, to actually have to be, like, put this onto the mount or something where you actually boost him using this. That way it actually cost you, you actually had the mags to ordinate to put onto the vanguards and put onto the mounts. So that way, I don't know. To me, that would give us a little bit more freedom to actually have fun with these guys. Instead of you just going by what I go by, basically, where you just like, okay, what moves should I put on Venus? See what she basically powers up. She powers up Holy Wind, as well as she gives me plus 50 Mind. Okay, let's basically power her up with nothing but Holy Wind, even though I do have a rain element on her. Like, at least basically giving us the option to put mags onto her, you can actually choose what she powers up. You can actually, like, even basically Oda versus freaking Dark Maya, it's like, really? She not only gives you plus 75 fire element, I get, yeah, she does lose negative 50 rain, but just by her getting 75 fire element basically makes her better than Dark. And Lancelot's even more broken than both of them, considering she starts off, she has both Holy and Rain both at 100%, which you either use this skill over here, this top skill, to make her do all rain element, or you get a 3 scroll and you unlock this attack, which makes all of her attacks holy. I guess that would probably make it more of a pain in the ass for Cyberset to really make the vanguards, but at least you could choose, like the mags, you could choose what they wear, you could choose what they run with. I know something I think would be just kind of cool. She spawned on the other. Nope, she actually spawned in the right spot. You know, I can't use this in battle, but I'll give it to Dark Maya for the time being. I'll make a nice guy and give it to Dark Maya just for the fun. Just so I give her something new. Had to make more sense, at least. Give them weapons as well. Give them your weapons, which would actually raise their outlasting damage. That way, even if you make a Vanguard or something, you're not really just tossing your old skills. You can actually give them that weapon type. To me, that would be actually kind of cool. Give Dark Maya freaking a Night Sky. If you're a sword, to make a Night Sky and give her the Night Sky, and she'll do accordingly damage. She'll now do the 50 plus the extra 70 that because you just gave her the Night Sky. You can't do the mags and give them weapons. I get, yeah, that would be considered probably broken by a lot of people's eyes, but like I said, that gives you the ability to customize them a little bit better. Maybe I'm just more about customizing than a lot of players, but I don't know, I just feel like there's so much potential in this game, and yet Cyberstat's only putting in like 1% of the potential that they could be putting in. Most grows could actually make it to where doing something like that, yeah, I know everyone would do it as well, but to me that would potentially add into a prop where, like, if I'm not mistaken, you said you got Ivy on your Rose character, right? Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you say. Let's see, I believe I seen you using her in Binky Factory, which would potentially allow you to put a different weapon on her, which would empower her dark and slice element, so you could actually make. So even without only one scroll, you could actually turn her into more or less what you need her to be. You need her to be a boss kill, you turn her into the boss killer more. So it doesn't come down to, hey, you don't have scrolls, then you got the ability to power her up. Like, I know you can at least see that a little bit, Rose. Like, the game's gonna always give you sword recipes, so why not basically give you a reason to use that sword? Make a sword and give it to your Ivy. Raise her damage. Give you the ability to raise her damage a little bit. Even if, like, I know a lot of people would probably rather stick with the cosmetic weapon that they start off with, but other games I played where they are like, hey, you switch the weapon, you can choose the cosmetic to stay on your character. They could easily do that if people want to keep, like, her carrying around her own special looking weapon. But if you don't want her carrying around her own special weapon, you could actually show, hey, I got mine carrying around her chain, technically, instead of just carrying around the Reaper. And whatever it does would actually add to her damage instead of adding nothing. Alright, let her. Just think of a possibility. A pretty cool possibility. Valkyrie with a freaking rhyme. I know she has holy, but heck. Ice and rain on a Valkyrie, which would make her more ice-based. And basically actually make her into what I basically call her. An ice version of you. A complete ice, rain, elemental vanguard. Instead of carrying the big guy, big oversized weapon she already carries. I'd rather give her your rhyme. I'd rather give her a spear's rhyme than see her holding that out. Even Siegfried, for example, I'd rather give him. Not to joke around, I do like how his weapon looks, but I'd rather give him an L. At least I know he's getting 30% more damage on top of what he already gets. That's just my own opinion. That would actually make these guys a little bit more helpful. Like, if you could throw an L on him, that would be 75 holy and 75 lightning. I think the sin is 40 lightning, so it would be 85 with the sin and what? 105 holy. There's even giving her own freaking weapon would be kind of nice. Especially since she's holy and rain, why not give her the like, for me it would be, for her would be what, the Rev 3 I believe it is, or the Rev 4 or whatever. Boop! You bent the wrong menu. I said for her it would be what? Just giving her this? Considering, if I'm not mistaken, this is basically, I'd have to actually check it out, but I believe it's 60 holy and 60 rain element, which would make sense to give her. That's literally the reason why I say this game has a lot of hidden potential that they're losing. Even if it did cost you an extra scroll or something you'd had to get or whatever, it would give you the option to switch these Vanguard's weapons around. Even the normal partners, I'd love to get Yoshi a freaking better sword so at least she does more damage. But then again, I'd rather not fully replace her, but then again, would rather have my own person. I'd rather have my alt basically be able to follow me around and just basically give my alts different weapons since I already do that. Like, our own characters connected to each other would be basically pretty much, yes, darn sheet. Of course you'd come off. Just a few ideas there by itself would, I don't know. Yet my friends always told me that Cyberstep wouldn't want to do it just because they told me it would be a broken concept, but yet here I am with a broken concept. A freaking mount that they programmed themselves. But they don't want to take my idea, but yet they'll throw basically a broken thing right here into the game. I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny. It seems like they would have powered her up at least or something, at least with this guy versus the mount. You'd think they would have done something with the yokai to where, like, trying to make these guys where you'd actually want them. Well, other than just giving them an outrageous freaking crit chance. Well, either way, I think I'm going to get off. If we continue to play this game too much longer, I'd be surprised. Part of me is actually just waiting to the day where I finally just decide to say screw it. Pretty much just to the point of bored about this game, and like when I first started playing this game I thought it was kind of cool. I've seen potential. Now I don't know. At first this game to me seemed like it was more like, hey, you had the option to be real powerful with money, but you didn't really necessarily need to go that path. I get it, Goombosh was still in this video, he'd probably tell me, hey, you don't need to really put money into the game to be powerful, but then again, he can't sit back and tell me he don't struggle with a lot of stuff, which no one can tell me they don't struggle in this game at all. But he struggles basically being a free-to-play player more than probably most players in this darn game. Which is just my own complete opinion. Maybe I'm an optimist. I hate when I can't pronounce a word. Optimistic or whatever it's called. But I'd rather have a unique concept in this game, which would make more sense to have our odds, but at least it would be a little bit less, I don't know. In my opinion, I can see them adding in as a pay type thing, but then again, I can see them adding in where it would be free OC that you could spend for this stuff. Just, I don't know. Guess after a while I should have learned quite a bit of time ago that I don't think Cyberstats ever didn't truly take my idea. But like I said, they have taken the idea of all this other stuff, which I just think is completely breaking this game now. So to me, they either need to rehaul the whole entire game, degrade the mounts and vanguards a little bit, even though that would get a lot of players to quit, even though honestly, in my opinion, how much longer do you have before players are going to start quitting? Like, honestly, in my opinion, just like Yato / as his in-game character is now, Chinatown told me, he pretty much was just doing what a lot of players are doing. They're just waiting for the next best game to come out and then switch over to it. Which honestly, that's the problem with this game as well, as far as I'm concerned. Just like, I don't know, maybe I'll leave it up to whoever watches the video to really say yeah or no, but my honest opinion is, what's the sense of making, how this game's set up, you have no real reason to make a whole new weapon unless you're trying to clear a dungeon faster, and once you put all the work into getting one weapon stronger, then what's the point of making a whole new weapon when you know you gotta, when you basically are, you might as well just say you're restarting the game, you're remaking a whole new weapon, which, yeah, get its whatever amount stronger, but it ain't like overly stronger. Like, even with this Nova I'm carrying out versus my L, my Nova's 19k and my L is basically what, 21k. The level between them is 3 levels different, so it's only 3,000 stronger. So does that really mean that, so honestly, what would a 130 be? Technically, if the L is 118 to carry it, so a 130 weapon would be what? Technically about 12,000 stronger at the most? Which, that would be a big jump, but it's, you gotta look at it and run into a wall right there too, though. I'd love to get, honestly, in my opinion, I'd love to get Cyrus Set props for how they've done all this, but they ain't really doing anything that really makes props. Like, makes me want to give them props. Like, okay, this weapon back at level 80 only gave me 3,600. Only gave me a plus 3,618. My Ichimaru Sarai being a 105 versus an 80 weapon got 6,922. That, since I really don't want to do the math in my head, I'm just gonna basically use my calculator to check. Don't want to take a pic. Let's see. 6,922 negative 3,618. So it's only a 3,304 difference. Which between the two weapons, it's technically what? A 6,000 difference? 12,624 negative 6,242. It's a 6,382 difference. It's about 20 levels there, and it's only a 6,000 difference between technically almost 20 levels. Then when you go from that to a freaking, well, I guess this Nova ain't maxed out, but still, you go from that to a freaking Nova, and it's not even that much different. Like, I don't know. I just don't like how they've actually done all that stuff so far. Maybe before they really start adding more to this game. My point to Cyberstep, if any of them ever watch this video, take this with caution and take this with word. Take this with however you want to take it, but at least pay attention to it. If a weapon back at 80 to a 105 weapon is only about 6,000 of a difference, then why in the blue blazes are the weapons ridiculously between each other now? Like I said, I get a lot of ways you guys probably don't want. Like I said, I'm still technically saying this basically if a member of Cyberstep really watches the video to this far, if you guys really want to keep this game going, like you guys want to add new ideas to your game, but you guys don't want to continue to throw in broken concepts like you guys keep doing, then turn around and take my idea more than anything. My idea, yeah, it might sound like a broken concept to a extent, but that extent falls short. I gave you the guys the idea that, hey, first and foremost, my character 1 is set to a specific damage type. Like, the only ones I've ever seen actually do damage cap is if we're running like a real bullshit dungeon like a daily or something, then yeah, we get damage cap pretty often. But I've never once got my character to even remotely do damage cap, and I even go, like, she'll do damage cap, but I gotta go way back in the story, like, to real low level dungeons to do damage cap. I get a lot of people who say, hey, that's because I don't have the 105 fuse or whatever, but it's, like, within my opinion, all you guys gotta do is just figure out a concept, make the concept go that way, then basically just, like I said, take my idea and throw the alts in, and basically give us our own alts to help us out in battle. To me, that would make more of a sense there, just because you basically not only gave us the option to make the alts useful more than, hey, I got my res boost, I got the resonance boost, what's the point of even doing anything else with them? Versus, hey, you're actually needing them to help you out, you actually can use them to help you, and like, they're less, I don't know, to me they're less broken going that way. Even if you guys don't want to add in the alts as our partners or whatever, then go the opposite way and basically make it to where we can do something with the vanguards. Like, give us the ability to upgrade the vanguard weapons. Like, even if you guys chose to make it to where it's like there's an option somewhere, it's like, I don't know, like right here or something, where it says cosmetics turned on or turned off, or even when you go into the costume, there's a slide menu over here, and it basically allows you to, and it asks us if we want to keep the cosmetics of the character, how they look, or if we want to change the cosmetics. Like, by doing that, you basically give us, like I said, I could change her to a rhyme, and then I could go down and switch cosmetics on, and she'd be carrying the rhyme, and if I chose to turn it off, then she'd be carrying her regular spear again. But for me, giving her a rhyme, or basically I'd had to give her a rhyme spear, it would, one, raise her stat points right there a little bit. It maybe wouldn't affect this, but it would raise her ice a little bit, and would also add the rain element, but it'd also give her the negatives from basically carrying that rhyme. But then in the long run, the player would have the ability to actually do that with every vanguard, which would give us the power to boost these guys up a little bit. Even if you guys chose to just turn around and basically just default them. Like, every vanguard has skills like our characters start off with, but they don't have no stat illness or whatever. They don't have none of this stuff. This stuff would all be zero for a vanguard. And then when the player chooses to throw something onto them, that's when it adds. Like I said, I'm basically more or less like just wasting my time, considering Cyberstep has yet to take my idea, but I don't know. I just think it'd be a lot better to actually be able to do stuff like this, where we actually gave them mags or something that would power them up, instead of you guys just setting the vanguard to whatever the hell you want to set the vanguard to. Even doing that, for example, you can't tell, like, no one can tell me that Cyberstep won't make more money, considering, one, we're going to be wasting items, so we can make sure we put a mag on them that's actually going to be worth making them stronger. Like, let's say I wanted to use this mag, but I wanted to put that, well, that'd be probably a waste of time, considering none of the vanguards would probably really need Sword Affinity, Axe Affinity, or anything, or even extra power, that'd still be kind of nice to add stuff like this to them. Like adding that to Maya, or Maya for example, she now gets extra slice element. It's a small slice element, but you basically leave it up to me to basically choose what's on her mags and what's on her weapon type. Everything would be left to my choice, or not so much my choice, but my vanguards would be left to my options. Another player's options would be locked to their vanguard, and we could basically do the same thing we do with our own characters. Switch their mags or switch their weapons as we see fit, and basically run them that way. That would... I'm starting to slowly get a headache, so I'm going to be stopping after this one, but... Like, even with her, for example, with her only getting in 45 impact and 15 freaking crit, I don't even think any of your... If I'm not mistaken... Like, okay, I guess they do. But most of the skills people already use on her, for example, ain't really be doing impact damage, which she's basically meant to be a range fighter. So I don't get why you guys didn't make her more or less an elemental. Where if we could put a mag on her and give her a weapon, I'd give her a freaking Nova as slot 1 weapon. And my slot 2 weapon on her would probably be, I'd either probably go Dragon Arc or go Party of the Nova. Party of the freaking Storm. That way she'd be more or less helpful. She'd be usable by people. That would be my option on her. Using with a lot of these guys is just... Like I said, after a while I know I'm just wasting my breath because I don't know because I already see Cyberstep ain't probably didn't ever take the idea because they would have probably took it by now, but I just think that would be a lot better to actually just do something like that. You can tell they want money, so why not basically make it to where we had to waste more money to get more stuff. Like, I don't see none of them there, but like heck, even these for example, they'd make more money from basically people wanting to get these, because that way you could put these onto your vanguard weapons. They get more money from all this stuff because you'd be putting more money on everything. You'd be using all this stuff on your vanguards. So it'd actually be more, potentially, to me, it'd be more potentially a way for them to make more money, because people would be more willing to, because you'd have more of this stuff actually being usable by the players, which would mean players would be using it more. Where these, I gotta say, I'm surprised you guys haven't took out yet, Cyberstep, just because now, pretty sure you guys see it on most players' videos. All we do is basically just trade these darn things in for points. Like, heck, even with me having him right here, I don't even really want to even... I didn't say I don't like Siegfried or whatever, but I don't really have too much of a reason to really truly use it. I'm actually trying to power him up just to see if I could actually run new with him, but I don't know. After that, I kind of me. I've been debating for a while to basically just trade them in for the freaking points. But then again, more arts and swords would be helpful. More of these would be helpful. I would say this would be helpful, but then again, pretty much every day you guys give me these now. Give me at least one of these, so that's not really helpful. So technically these are the only two things that I really find helpful. The powder, anymore, I got a Yoshi high. I got Lady Shizuku high enough to where usually my grade comes out pretty nicely, and stat resets. That one by itself is just plain out funny. It says that thanks for actually the 2 free stat resets that I'm never going to use. Unless you guys actually make a reason for me to actually want to use these. These are never to be used. Which is just plain out sad. Well, let's see what I'm gonna get. Neat. Wow, it actually got rank 6 on it. Holy crap. It actually got a collapsing blade on it. Nice. But that one no work. Eh. Oh well. Kind of willing for one of those, but then again, I don't know. Hey, Wintachi. Hey, staff. Hey, an axe. Me. Me. Yoshi, what's up? Alright. There's that one. Where's the other one? Oh, that's why it's not lit up. Oops. I'm not gonna raise this. Oh, it actually has a better grade, which is kind of funny, but I'm still not gonna raise it. Wow, 2 of these weapons. Never didn't use both of them because even though I did make one of them, but I already tossed it. Not getting rid of those because I'm really thinking about making the L version since the game gave me an L, so I might as well waste my time in making the darn thing. Hey, it's up to 27. Do I have any more weapons? A useless Oni dagger. Go away, Mashin Takshin, whatever the hell it's called. And yay, a bunch of Severance swords right here, which could go bye-bye. I just remembered, one of my friends was actually looking for... A friend of mine actually wants a Severance, wants to make the Severance, but they're not very good at running new very well, so if I could have, I would have gave them that. This is going to fail. Yep. But then again, I didn't really care. See ya.